Hey guys, so we are selling our van. We've gotten it all ready down here in the San Luis Valley in Colorado. Thought we'd give you guys a tour. So we bought this van less than a year ago in July of 2022. So this is a 2022 Ram Promaster 2500 159-inch wheelbase. We got less than 10,000 miles on the BFG KO2s. Those are fresh and new. We got a Rome awning that comes out of the top. We have a 400 watt Solaria panel with 2 max fans. So let's check out the rest. All right, then we have our shore power hookup right here when you need it. And then we also have a ladder up to the top, which is nice to access our Unico rack, which is 80/20 aluminum, able to hook up further components up here pretty easily. And then of course, we have a tow kit with our van, thank you Ram, which we also have our bike rack that we've hooked up to. You have plenty of towing capacity. It's just a nice feature to have.
Okay, here we're at the entryway of our van. A few cool fun things about this, the first one being this dog gate that we installed. Okay, we also installed this entryway tile that's pretty durable. It's worked really well for us so far, and it's also just a fun aesthetic piece that stands out. Also in the entryway we have a few little hooks that we use for dog leashes, jackets, whatever you need, and then a mirror that we're also going to leave in here for you, which is just super nice to have something to get ready in the morning. And yeah, this is our thermostat for our diesel heater that's underneath our passenger seat, and then the heat comes out in this cute little vent right here. All right, and up top there's a ton of room for whatever you need. We just used it for like our entryway things, extra jackets, all that stuff. But there's a ton of upper room storage. And we also obviously insulated inside the van, but we also insulated up here, which sometimes we feel like hot air was coming through here, so now that's avoided. We have a partition wall, obviously, which is just super nice to kind of separate the driving side from the living side. We really like it, but we still wanted access to get through to the driving side, so we installed this archway door, and then we have a insulated curtain right here to just get through. Up top here we have a ton of overhead storage. This is where we put our clothes, but you can use it for whatever you want. But there's 4 on this side and 1 over on the other side, and they all have tons of storage in it. Down below, underneath the cabinet here, we have a small drawer that we used for toiletries or toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. You can use it for whatever. It's a decent amount of space. And then underneath here, we have a Nature's Head composting toilet. We also have a toilet paper holder right here. Below the sink, we have 3 extra storage units, which can fit pretty much anything. They're a decent size. And then we also installed just a little extra storage thing, which we put some more cleaning supplies and rags and things like that in here. And we have enough space underneath the sink for a garbage bin. We have a filtered water system, and then we have got a gray water tank down here that has an on and off plug, so you can drain it from the outside, or you can plug it if you're somewhere where it can't just drain straight through, which is super nice. And then that obviously connects to our sink, which has filtered water on it here, and then cold water along with hot water as well, which is super nice to have. Okay, cool. And then we also have 4 outlets that have USB, USB-C in them. There's one here, one back in the living room, one on this side of the countertop, and then also one in the garage if you want to charge anything from your garage. Okay, and this is our 12-volt Everchill fridge. That is 3.3 cubic feet. And the fact that it's 12 volt helps us really save on battery power. And it's decent size. We can fit probably about like a week or 2 worth of groceries, honestly, if you're smart. It also has a little freezer and then a small little vegetable fruit section. Cool. More storage down here. And then even more storage on the other side. This is usually what we used for silverware and cooking stuff, and a pantry or pots and pans or plates and cups, whatever you want, but they're a really big size. And then we also installed a spice rack on this side, which holds tons of stuff, along with a cute little shelf over here that you can put whatever on, and then more overhead storage up here, which we used mostly as our pantry. This is our Greystone 3-burner stove that we've had. It's worked awesome for us. We really like cooking, so it was pretty important for us to have a real stove and oven to bake cookies. So it's also got a pretty decent sized oven in there, and yeah, no issues. Pretty decent sized oven in there. Okay, there's 2 different light switches here. One controls the under cabinet lighting, and then one controls the lighting that's up above right here, and then also down below underneath the bed lift. They're both on dimmers, which is super nice to have just in the evening if you don't want as intense light or whatever. So those go, and then these ones as well. One of our favorite things about the van is that we have a Lippert bed lift, so it just allows for your bed to be obviously lifted up, which can just keep it a lot cleaner, honestly, we found, especially having a dog. It's nice to just have a separate space, and you don't need to store your bedding anywhere because your bedding can actually go up in the bed lift. We bring our pillows down, but our comforter we leave up there, and it's worked awesome for us. You lower it and lift it by this little push button in here. There's just a key leave in at all times, but then you can just click it and it just rolls right down. You can leave it halfway to have a guest underneath if you want. We normally just lower it all the way down because we find it most comfortable, but it can be any point, which is really cool. Down below we obviously have this super big couch, which is super nice to have for colder nights that you want to just stay in, or I work from home, and so I would work right here a lot of the times. We've got a Lagoon table mount, which is super nice to just be able to move in any direction. You also have the option to remove it, so you can lower the bed even farther down, or if you just don't want a table for the evening. Underneath the 2 benches right here, we have these additional storage that go all the way back, so they're actually a pretty decent size. This one we kept like our dog stuff in it, so dog food, things like that, and then this one we would put a basket in it and it would be our laundry bin, which is something that I think a lot of people forget about when they're building a van, is where they should put their laundry and their garbage, and we didn't forget that, which we're really thankful for. Okay, and down below we actually have an additional storage. So this pulls out to be a huge long drawer, which is just super nice to have, obviously, all the extra storage that you can get. So we just tried to find all the nooks and crannies that you can fit things. This was a good spot for it. In the back corner here, we've got these little touch lights that actually also act as kind of night lights when the bed is lowered, so they're near your head. But down here, if these lights are off, you can leave these on, and it kind of makes for some really nice evening light to have. They are dimmable, and then there's also a USB on the bottom of each of them to be able to charge your phones at night too. Both of these cushions underneath have big doors that lift up, so you have full access to underneath the bench. This side has a 30-gallon water tank, and then this side has electric and a propane tank.
Alright, so over here we have the pass-through into the driver's section. There's a little threshold piece that's made out of birch, and then we also have an all-weather carpet piece, which just helps it stay manageable, clean. Covering our little diesel heater, which I don't know if you can see over here, is a nice piece of birch, which just makes it a nice spot to stick some dirty boots, whatever. It's just at least fully protected, and everything's fully enclosed. Okay, so garage to the back here. We have on-demand hot water, which goes up to the front to the sink, but then we also have the outdoor shower, which goes out back here. Then you can hang between the double doors, a nice shower curtain, be able to shower out in the wilderness. So underneath the left bench over here, we have a 30-gallon water tank, which we found for 2 people, dog, we can go a good week. Well, maybe almost 2 if you're really conserving water out there. Depends on how many showers you take. Underneath here is all the electrical. We have a Victron system, We have a Victron 3000 watt inverter, which really helped running full Starlink internet, all of our computers, auxiliary heat if we wanted. Little bit of storage underneath just for either a modem or whatever else you want to put here in the back. Our solar system, like I said before, is a 400 watt Solaria panel. This really grabs a lot of power from the sun and helps us stay off grid as long as we can. We have two 200 amp hour for a total of 400 amp hour lithium batteries. And we also have a DC to DC charger that is pulling power from the alternator and charging while we drive. Our systems over here, we have a drain just in case you need to fully drain all of your water. And then we also have our intake where you can fill up, garden hose. These just have a nice little hook that keeps them out of the way, as well as a hook for this. All sealed in garage area, which is nice for keeping firewood, other things as you're traveling, groceries, whatever. So all of our windows, including the sliding door, have these window coverings from Steltech, which are awesome actually. They're magnetic, which is really helpful. They hold on nice and strong. And then there's also these nice cubbies, which we use for our phones at night. They slip right down, and like we said, there's some USB charging right up there. So
okay, that was pretty much our whole van. Thanks for watching our van tour. We will have all of the details of all of the specs if you're actually interested in purchasing this in the description, and also wherever we put this van up on a listing. We really love this van. We lived in it full time. We found that we had plenty of storage, a big enough fridge, honestly so much solar. We never really struggled with it very much. We've never used the shore power. We've never needed it before. It's been such a great van for us, and we hope that we can find someone that it's going to be an awesome van for you as well. So thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions, and yeah, okay, bye.